brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today here in a 47-person free-for-all battle. Full sitting against humans is not allowed. A little bit less population of a game as I am recording it right after the Super Bowl. And I don't believe a lot of Americans are, in a state of playing video games right now. We picked a lovely little spot for ourselves in Russia. I love this spot a lot because it does not invite anyone to go in that peninsula. And if they do, I can encapsulate them and very easily kind of pick them off later. That's why I really value this spot, even though the bot positioning isn't superior. Looking around, closest neighbor is going to be Eater of Worlds. Okay, so he's following a pretty similar growth pattern to us. We have a slight advantage over him in troops. I did see there was a purple player over to the east, or to the west. I don't believe they're playing. They haven't really moved yet, so we're just going to completely ignore that. Now, we're about to hit our infinite growth phase. We need to get down into Manchuria right now. We need to get around this bot Ava. Unfortunately, that bot full sends right at the moment we're trying. We barely are going to squeeze through. Yes, we do. Okay. So that option opens up a lot of options for us. So what is our goal from here? Well, we're going to push out. Now, the land in the peninsula is not of a big concern right now. The reason for that being is there's no other player in Manchuria. So that means that nobody's really going to have an opportunity to boat over there. So we can come back to those bots later. But the bots in front of us, we are going to have to fight for. We do get an early crown, and we want to make sure to maintain our troops at a high level so we do not get attacked in these moments. Now, we'll fight that bot for against Eater of Worlds. We'll go ahead and push into these other bots. I did not want to push into Elise, but it was a big bot, and I wanted its land. As we do finish up the land over here, there is one player in Japan, but that is Japan and Korea is all they have. That's going to be a tough position for them to come back to. Eater of Worlds is definitely going to be a bit of a threat to us. Arm, our other neighbor that we can see, only has about 70,000, so he'll be less of a threat. Now, I don't need to be super aggressive here because I'm in second place. I'm pretty close to getting the crown, except for player 231 is so weak, and Malaysia below him is also incredibly weak. So this is a great opportunity to get a little bit of a land grab. We still have a good amount of troops compared to our neighbors, so the likelihood of a gang up this early in the game is not that good, especially in a non-teams factor, but there's always that chance. We'll split the land with Zingerman. Zingerman is probably the person I'm concerned with, but he has terrible borders on us. He will not get any land out of attacking us. And now we can go back into bot Ivy. Again, the pro of this spot is being able to save all this land for later. We weren't preoccupied with getting it. We got the crown prior to it. Yes, we ceded a little bit of land to the player in Japan, but not that concerning. He's going to be very weak. Zingerman is offering me a truce. Absolutely, we'll definitely take that. And it's not the heart. Z's the heart. I'm the kissy face. Let's get this right. Let's set this straight for the record. You see me in a game, you think it's me, you give me the kissy face. You don't give me the heart. But now we'll just kind of wait around here. Eater of Worlds also accepted our truce, which is wonderful for us. This will now be an opportunity for us to build up our troops. Australia is incredibly divided, though, so scratch that from the record. We're going to at least get into this island. I do want to get down there in case anybody consolidates the land a little bit or weakens themselves up a lot. This will be a great opportunity for us. Now, we don't need to take all of this land, and we could just kind of wait here. And I'll just kind of see if I want to boat through that. Maybe one more attack. I don't know. I kind of value saving up my troops. Zingerman has taken the crown, though. That's a bit concerning. We have a lot of troops. So let's go ahead and push into him. We cannot allow a crown that big to be sitting on our borders. Yes, he's not that much of a threat to us, but we cannot just let him keep building up like this. Eater of Worlds is going into Panagael, I believe. I don't know how to say that. Arm is really leading the charge in the Zingman, being incredibly aggressive. We'll go ahead and take out the rest of the island over here as that player has been knocked off Australia and lost all his troops. Zingman's down to 1 million troops. We have 3 million, but we do need to be careful here. Arm is playing very aggressively. I was just about to say Eater of Worlds is probably going to go into him. And I think we go ahead and finish the job here, taking out Arm, our once non-ally ally, and completing that mission. Now, I am concerned in this position. You have lost all of your land. Let's go ahead and grab it. And I think we can go ahead and take Japan, but I am worried about Zingerman and what he's going to do next. I don't necessarily want to keep pushing over into that section of the world. I'd much more rather get Australia. As Deutschland gives us another heart and a truce, we will accept that truce for the time being, mostly because I don't know where he is, and just keep pushing into Zingerman. My strategy here is to take him off take him out of a way where he can attack us. And if he wants to rebuild in Africa, that's perfectly fine, but I want all of the land and connecting land, so he has a harder time attacking me. Yes, he can go through Saudi Arabia, Oman area, but I'm not that concerned with it. Player 876 has become a bot. Let's go ahead and grab the islands over here and potentially work our way into Australia. I think I can go ahead and save up and not attack player 879 as that bot. Oh, Zingerman's down. Deutschland is the one taking all that land. Okay, so that is a bit of a concern there. We are going to grab this land over here and just keep pushing through this bot. I want to deprive Deutschland of a little bit of land. I don't want to give them all this free land over here. As Soviet Union, Eater of Worlds are going to take the rest. Hopefully, Eater of Worlds is able to push through Soviet Union. He's giving very small attacks. We're going to finish up in Australia over here and take out Dio World. Dio World and yeah, he's going to be gone. Now, our big concern is this yellow player in Antarctica. I don't like the fact that he has a beachhead in my land and I have the crown. The reason I don't like this is it gives him an opportunity to team up against me. And I'd much rather take that away from him. He is offering me the truce, and a truce I might like at a later state, but not while he has that land. And that land, I think, is very pivotal in any situation. Even if it's your best friend, you never want him to have that land. So we're going to go ahead and grab all these islands, take whatever little advantage we can get. We are at red interest, so unfortunately, we are going to have to push through this player down here, start taking him out. It's nothing personal, brother. It's me, not you. As we will finish him off on Australia. We'll grab this island away from him as well so he can't come back. I don't know who that player is, so I want to grab that as well. And we will take Tasmania, and then let's go ahead and get New Zealand as well. So with that, we sit at the crown. We barely the crown, though. Deutschland is taking over all of South America. He's played an amazing boat game. He is a big concern on this front. I am actually probably going to attack him at this point as he does take the crown away from me. Now, this is a bad situation to be in because... yeah, that was really bad attacking the yellow player. I was not expecting Deutschland to get this big. Why it's so bad is that yellow player is potentially our only ally, and we have probably angered him to a great degree. As we take the crown back, hopefully we can hold it here and build up our troops to a decent advantage. We only have a 2,000 pixel advantage, and that is not good. That is not going to be enough to get the job done. Eater of Worlds is really stalling out on taking out Soviet Union. I think he's afraid of me, and I wish... he wouldn't be. If he could take out Soviet Union, he might be able to help out with Deutschland. But honestly, not that. Wait a minute, we're getting attacked. Hold on. A boat came through. I completely missed this boat. We got to get him off of here. Okay, so we get him off of there. That's good. I see a boat from Deutschland, I think, coming into India. That's an interesting move. Now, why I'm concerned with Eater of Worlds getting big and why it's kind of a good stalemate is I don't know if I can fully trust Eater of Worlds. Yes, we fought some conflicts together, but if he got all of Europe, would he be emboldened enough to then attack me? Yes, Deutschland has the crown. We're going to give him an attack right here. Hopefully others will join in. Twin City is going to be our only hope as he's taken over. Deutschland's taken over all of North America. Unfortunately, we get attacked again by this yellow player. We have to spend a lot of troops to get him down. He's going to completely waste all of our troops and we're going to die together. That's very unfortunate. He's down to 6 million troops, so hopefully he'll be at bay for a while. Deutschland gives a laughing, crying emoji face, so I know he's not a corgi boy. Corgi boys don't do that, so we will just be sitting here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get an ally somewhere. Eater of Worlds, this would be a great time for you to take out Soviet Union. This yellow player does offer us a truce. Yeah, I'll take that truce as we continue to get attacked by Deutschland. Now, if he'll help me take out this guy, that'll be great. He says, yeah, he says he wants to attack him. Yeah, well, bygones be bygones. I just wanted you off Australia. It was nothing personal. If he gives an attack, I'm in. He did, so I'm in. And now the tables have turned. Deutschland has about 158,000 pixels. We have 121. The yellow player has 72, so we have more combined, and we'll be able to knock this man down. The Eater of Worlds is still not getting through Soviet Union. That's a very heavy stalemate, which really shouldn't be one, but that's okay. We will just kind of keep playing from here. Now, what is my strategy from here? Twin Cities is giving the thumbs up. He's a big fan of attacking. Let's give him a truce. What is my strategy to win this game? Okay, so we need to plan for when Deutschland is going to go down. There's no full sending, so we don't need to worry about that. Otherwise, we probably already lose because we have gotten full send. So, what I'm going to do is weaken Deutschland to the point where he can't come back. Where he is so weak that he's not a threat to us anymore, but we hopefully don't touch borders with the yellow player. After that, I'm going to push up into Soviet Union. And depending on how weak Eater of Worlds is, unfortunately, I'm probably going to betray him as well. Now, I don't really want to betray Eater of Worlds, but if I'm able to secure Europe and Asia, then I'll be stronger than these two players will be at the end of this. Because as you can see, the yellow player's already boated into South America. That's a smart play right there. So he's going to get all of that continent. Twin Cities is going to get all of North America. And to say that they wouldn't betray me, and Eater of Worlds wouldn't betray me, is kind of a fantasy at that point. But if we're able to power project and have more land than the two of them combined, we have a really good chance of ending things. Now, that is planning for the worst case scenario, which I always advocate. We are, of course, going to try and peace out with as many people as possible. But unfortunately, I don't believe that involves Eater of Worlds or Soviet Union. Deutschland, we finally take the crown away from. He's saying attack Corgi Circus, and I'm saying don't do that. That's a terrible plan, guys. But no. We're all in this together. The yellow player is probably going to do this all the way through because he has everything to gain. So same thing with Twin Cities, which is really good for us. We only have a 4,000 pixel advantage, so we're going to keep up the pressure here. He's signaling that he's going to shield. Soviet Union has started to attack us, so this is actually a pretty good opportunity to pivot and start taking out Soviet Union. Eater of Worlds still has about 9 million troops. He went down to 7 million. He's using a lot of troops at this point. 6 million troops. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll take out Soviet Union. I see that Twin Cities is dispatching some land to the United Kingdom. Yeah, this is the time, unfortunately, where we betray Eater of Worlds. He's very weak at this point, and we need to take him down. 4th strongest player in the world. Let's go ahead and knock him off and grab all this land. Now, if we get attacked by Deutschland, which would be the play, that's not going to hurt my feelings. That's the smart play to do. But we're going to get more land than we're going to lose. And we don't touch borders with the yellow player, so he has no opportunity to attack us. He finally does touch borders, and that betrayal might come. But Deutschland quickly robs him of an opportunity with a counterattack. That was probably the best thing that could have happened for me, as now we have the crown, 220,000 pixels, and now we are in charge of our own destiny. Now, I do think Twin Cities is going to be on our side, as there's not a lot of opportunity to attack me. Well, I take that back. He's got the United Kingdom, so he definitely could. He's got a beachhead in Europe. That's a little bit concerning. We are going to take down Deutschland to the end. We're going to see if we can vote for peace. If we don't vote for peace, then we're going to adjust our strategy from there. I think my strategy will be taking the United Kingdom away from Twin Cities and then start pushing down the yellow player. Again, planning for the worst. We're going to ask for the peace, and hopefully we get the peace. As we finish off Deutschland, and Twin Cities voted down into South America, a very smart play there, depriving the yellow player of a lot of land. And now we sit at 260,000. We have more pixels than the two of them combined. We're going to grab this little island up here. I'm going to save the rest for Eater of Worlds. I'm sorry, brother. I hope you understand. And we're going to give the claps of good sportsmanship. We're going to ask for the peace, and we'll see if we can get out of this one. Let's give the peace. Twin Cities is signaling he wants to, and there we go. And as we start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this far in the episode. If you haven't made this far in the episode, hey, give it a thumbs up for the episode a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put videos every day, but boys, I will see you in the next one.